Hello students, Sai Ram. Today we will learn solving an equation. In the last session you have learned what an equation is. Today we will learn to solve an equation. Before we learn to solve an equation, let us first understand the properties of equalities. Addition property of equality. Whatever is added to one side of the equal sign must be added to the other side. That means for any numbers a, b and c, if a is equal to b, then a plus c is equal to b plus c. Let us understand this. Consider an equality 8 minus 3 is equal to 4 plus 1. Now this is an equality. The equality holds since both its sides are equal. You can see LHS, when you subtract 3 from 8, we will get 5. Same way when we add 4 and 1, we will get 5. So this is an example of equality. Let us now add 2 to both the sides. As a result, LHS 8 minus 3 plus 2 will become 5 plus 2. And 5 plus 2 is 7. Same way on right hand side you see 4 plus 1 is there. So 4 plus 1 will be added to 2, the same number. So 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7. Again the equality holds, which means LHS and RHS are equal. Thus, if we add the same number to both sides of an equality, it still holds. Now let us see the next property, that is subtraction property. If a is equal to b, then a minus c is equal to b minus c. For example, 4 is equal to 4, then 4 minus 1 is equal to 4 minus 1. Now let us now subtract 2 from both the sides. As a result, LHS will be 8 minus 3 minus 2. Equality will become 8 minus 3 minus 2. So 8 minus 3 is 5 and 5 minus 2 is 3. Whereas on RHS 4 plus 1 was there. So 4 plus 1 minus 2. So it will become 5 minus 2. And 5 minus 2 is 3. Again you can see LHS is equal to RHS. Again the equality holds. Thus, if we subtract the same number from both sides of an equality, it still holds. Now next is multiplication property of equality. Example, if a is equal to b, then a multiplied by c is equal to b multiplied by c. Here you see similarly, if we multiply or divide both sides of the equality by the same non-zero number, it still holds. For example, let us multiply both the sides of the equality by 3. So when we multiply both the sides by 3, let us see what we get. LHS will become 3 multiplied by, the equality was 8 minus 3. So 3 multiplied by, in bracket, 8 minus 3. So it will be 3 multiplied by 5. And 3 into 5 is 15. Now RHS was 4 plus 1. So 3 multiplied by 4 plus 1. So it will become 3 multiplied by 5. So 3 into 5 is 15. You can see both LHS and RHS are equal. So here also again the equality holds. Now division property of equality. If a is equal to b, then a divided by c is equal to b divided by c. When c is not equal to 0. C should not be 0. You have to take some other number other than 0. Let us see. Let us now divide both the sides of the equality by 2. So we'll divide both LHS and RHS by 2. So LHS will be 8 minus 3 will be divided by 2. So LHS will become 5 divided by 2. And 5 divided by 2 can also be written as 5 upon 2. Now let us see RHS. RHS is 4 plus 1. So 4 plus 1 will be divided by 2. And 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 divided by 2 will be again 5 upon 2. And that is equal to LHS. Again the equality holds. So if we take any other equality, we shall find the same conclusion. If you take any other example of equality, and if you do this all mathematical operation of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division by taking the same number on both the sides, you will see LHS will be always equal to RHS. Suppose we do not observe these rules. Now let us not follow these rules and we add different numbers to the two sides of an equality. What will happen then? We shall find in this case that the equality does not hold. For example, let us take the same equality again. 8 minus 3 is equal to 4 plus 1. And here we are going to add 2 to the LHS and 3 to the RHS. Let us see what happens. The new LHS will be 8 minus 3 plus 2. So that is 5 plus 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. And the new RHS is 4 plus 1 plus 3. Here we have to add 3. 5 plus 3 will become 8. So the equality does not hold because the new LHS and RHS are not equal. So thus if we fail to do the same mathematical operation with same number on both sides of an equality, the equality may not hold. So this is the condition. You will always have to take the same number and you have to do the same mathematical operation on both the sides of an equality. Now the equality that involves variable is an equation. Now what is an equation? Equation is nothing but it is an equality which involves variable. We have learned about variable last time. These rules are also valid for equations. As in each equation, variable represents a number only. This also you have learned in the last session. Now, an equation is like a weighing balance. You can see a weighing balance. An equation is like a weighing balance with equal weights on both its pan. So you can see both the pans of the balance have same weight here. Here on left hand side you can see on the pan 4 plus 1 is there. So 4 plus 1 is 5. And on right hand side it is 5. So both the weights are equal. And that's why you can see the arm of the balance is horizontal. It is straight. So equation is also like a weighing balance. Now when you add same weight on both the pans of the balance, you will see the arm of the balance, weighing balance will remain straight or horizontal. When you remove also same weight, you will see that it remains straight, it remains balanced, the arm of the balance remains horizontal. So we use this principle for solving an equation. Even in the case of equation also, we will always have to balance the equation. The equation in that LHS should be equal to RHS. Now here you can see on left hand side of the balance 3 multiplied by 2 it is 6 and 9 minus 3 is also 6. So you can see both of them are equal. So that's why it is balanced. Now here you see it is unbalanced. Why it has become unbalanced? Because the weights are not same. So weights are nothing but these are the numbers. Weights are given here in the form of numbers. So 3 multiplied by 2 is 6 and 5 minus 3 is 2. So it is not balanced. They are not equal. 6 is greater than 2. So we have to balance it. This balance, weighing balance is just imaginary. Now here we will see this example. You will understand better here how to balance the equation. Now here let us see x plus 3 is equal to 8. So let us see how to balance it. You can see here with the variable there is a number added to it, that is plus 3. So to remove, now first you have to get the value of x. So to get the value of x, first you have to remove 3. So to remove 3, what we have to do? We have to subtract 3 from both the sides of the equation. So if you are subtracting on left hand side of the equation, here also you have to subtract on right hand side also by 3. So let us do that. So x plus LHS, new LHS will become x plus 3 minus 3. We are subtracting 3 from both the sides of the equation. So x plus 3 minus 3 will become, 3 minus 3 will be 0. So we will get x. And the new RHS will become 8 minus 3. And 8 minus 3 is 5. So new LHS will be equal to new RHS. So the value of x we got here as 5. Now here to verify, to confirm whether we are right or not, whether the solution of x is 5 or not. So we are going to write the original equation. So original equation was x plus 5, x plus 3. So we'll write x plus 3 and we are going to substitute the value of x in that. So in place of x we will write 5. So 5 plus 3 is equal to 8, which is equal to RHS, because RHS was given as 8. So here we can see that LHS is equal to RHS as required, that is by subtracting 3 or by doing the right mathematical operation on both the sides of the equation, we can get the solution of the equation. Here the solution, here the value of x is 5. Now let us take one more example here. You can see the question is x plus 13 is equal to 27. So now here with the variable x, 13 is added. So first we will remove this number 13 to get x. So to remove, what we will have to do? We'll have to subtract 13 from both the sides, from LHS also and from RHS also of the equation. So the next step will be x plus 13 minus 13 will be equal to 27 minus 30. Now plus 13 minus 13 will become 0. So only x will be left. So x will be equal to 27 minus 13 is 14. So we got the value of x as 14. So x is equal to 14, which is the solution of the question. Now let us see one more example. Here there will be subtraction. Here there is subtraction. X minus 3 is equal to 10. Now here to remove this number, what we have to do? We have to add 3 to both the sides. So let us add. New LHS will become x minus 3 plus 3. So minus 3 plus 3 will be cancelled. So only x will be left. So is equal to x. And new RHS will be 10, because as you are adding 3 on left hand side, we are going to add again 3 on right hand side of the equation also. So new RHS will be 10 plus 3. And 10 plus 3 is 30. So we got the value of x. X is equal to 30. Now we have to check whether we are correct or not. So by putting x is equal to 13 in the original equation, and the original equation is x minus 3 is equal to 10. So let us substitute the value of x as 13. So then LHS of the original equation will become x minus 3 will become 13 minus 3. We are substituting the value of x as 13. So 13 minus 3 will become 10. And you can see RHS is given as 10. So this is equal to the RHS as required. Now let us see one more example here. B upon 2 is equal to 6. So here there is a division. You can see here. So you have to get the value of, first we will find out the variable. We will separate the variable b. So to separate the variable b, we have to multiply both the sides by 2. So when we multiply by 2, 2 will be removed, only b will be left. So let us do that. b upon 2 multiplied by 2. So on right hand side also we'll do the same, 6 multiplied by 2. So here 2 and 2 will be cut, only b will be left, and 6 2s are 12. So this way we got the value of b as 12. Now next example, solve the following equation. 10p plus 10 is equal to 100. Now here you have to first remove 10 plus 10. So plus 10, if you want to remove this first, what we have to do? We have to do first subtraction. So we are going to subtract this equation by 10 on both the sides. So subtracting both the sides by 10. This is the way you have to write. So it will be 10p plus 10 minus 10 is equal to 100 minus 10. So the next step will be 10p, because plus 10 minus 10 will become 0. So we'll write 10p is equal to 90. Now you see 10p is there. That means 10 is multiplied by p. When there is no sign between the variable and the number, there is a multiplication between them. So we'll do division to remove 10 from the variable. So we'll dividing both the sides by 10. So the next step will be 10p upon 10. That is equal to, here also we'll do the same thing, 90 will be divided by 10. And 10 upon 10 is 1. 1p, you can write p also. P is equal to 90 divided by 10 is 9. 10 nines are 90. So the value of p is 9. And you can verify also by substituting the value of p on LHS, and you will see here on substituting the value of p as 9, 10 into 9 is 90, 90 plus 10 is 100. You can see on RHS we have got 100. So that means our solution is correct. Now here there are some questions of the exercise also. Give first the step you will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. So we have whatever steps we are following, we have to write that in statement form. So the first one is x minus 1 is equal to 0. So to get the variable x, we will have to first add 1 to both the sides of the equation, because here minus 1 is there. So we'll do that. X will write, we have to add 1 to both the side of the given equation, or x minus 1 plus 1 is equal to, on right hand side we have 0, so 0 plus 1 will write there. Therefore now minus 1 plus 1 will be cancelled, only x will remain, x will be equal to 1. So we got the value of x as 1. Now one more example, 3l is equal to 42. Now here there is no sign between the number and the variable. As I have told you before, you have to, that means there is a multiplication sign. So we'll do division to remove 3. So dividing 3 on both the sides. So let us divide. 3l will be divided by 3 and 42 also will be divided by 3. So 3 will be, you will have to cut that, you will get 1 there. 1l can be written as l also, and 42 divided by 3, you can see the division on right hand side of the slide. It is 14 on division. We have got 14, or if you know the table of 14, you know 14 3s are 42. So we got the value of L as 14. Now one more example, 3n minus 2 is equal to 46. So to get 3n first, we will add 2 to both the sides, because we want to remove minus 2 from here. So first we'll write 3n minus 2 plus 2, and other side of the equation will be also added by 2, 46 plus 2, and then minus 2 plus 2 will become 0, so only 3n will be left. 3n is equal to, now right hand side of the equation will become 46 plus 2, 48. Now you have to remove 3 from the variable n. So we will have to divide, because there is a multiplication between 3 and n. So to remove 3, we have to divide. Dividing 3 on both the sides of the equation. So it will be 3n upon 3 is equal to 48 upon 3. Now 3 upon 3 is 1. 1n or n we can write, and 48 divided by 3 is 16. So we got the value of n as 16. Now children, this is your home assignment for today. There are 5 questions. You have to solve it. You have to find out the value of the variable, and you have to do this all in your homework notebook or in your rough notebook. That's all for today. In the next session, we will learn how to solve an equation by another method. Thank you.